Tonight, or whatever time you dickheads are watching this, on This Week in the News. Fortnite is bad, YouTube is retarded, and the NBN boss doesn't understand the internet. Hello my friends, and welcome to This Week in the News. Well, hello and welcome to This Week in the News for July. I'm your 100% fucky fuckboy, insanely handsome bunch of bok choy, weirdly wonderful wizard guy, and very shitty anchorman Stevo. And this is Davo, who edits this shit.
Oh yeah, thanks for getting my name right for once, Stevo, but I think you've been forgetting something.
What have I been forgetting, Davo?
Oh yeah? Alright, why haven't you uploaded in fucking ages, mate, alright? Where's my fucking This Week in the News? You've been stinching out on me. You've been stinching out on the fans, mate. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, guess what, Davo? You're fat, so no one cares. Also, it was a very slow news month. They got a strike on my channel.
And where was my This Week in the News, Mr. Stevo? I thought you were my hero. You're a legend. You were supposed to save the universe.
Well, Timmy, there's an important lesson to be learned here. Always be nice to people. Treat others like you'd want to be treated. Oh yes, and never ever meet your heroes. They generally suck and wouldn't care if you got slingshot into the sun. Oh yes, and before you go, Timmy, I've got something very important to tell you, okay? What was it? Oh yes, fuck off to your mum. And now for our first news story of the program. In tech news, Elon Musk, a guy that hates cars for some reason.
Oh look, it's a fucking car in space, mate. Look at this. Look at this shit. Alright, this guy hates cars so much, he flew one into fucking space, mate. Fucking hell.
Has lashed out at the media recently because all of the media is shit. Except this show. Please don't stop watching Plox. Anyway, he's recently suggested that a website be created to rate journalists in a string of tweets like: the holier-than-thou hypocrisy of big media companies who lay claim to the truth but only publish enough to sugarcoat the lie is why the public no longer respects them. This was in response to a news publication known as Electrek Co. That's a really stupid name. Publishing a story involving Tesla, claiming that Tesla doesn't care about negative coverage. In another tweet, Elon claimed that problem is journos are under constant pressure to get max clicks and earn advertising dollars or get fired. Tricky situation, as Tesla doesn't advertise, but fossil fuel companies and gas/diesel car companies are among the world's biggest advertisers. This kind of makes sense really, and when a user on Twitter asked Elon Musk for a possible solution, Elon claimed that in the above tweet that he was going to make a website that rates journalists in an attempt to make them fall in line with the truth. Personally, I love this. If this website does become a thing, journalists will be walking on eggshells because they might be exposed for reporting bullshit. That, and every BuzzFeed news journalist would get a shithouse rating. Now onto some juicy YouTube news. Apparently YouTube has been testing a feature in your YouTube subscription feed. In an article published by 9to5 Google, YouTube has been testing a new feature in people's subscription feed which gives you, the user, what your YouTube thinks you want to watch, rather than the current system which gives all your subscribed channels videos in chronological order. Apparently, this news came out when a user asked YouTube why their subscription feed had changed on Twitter. YouTube responded with, "Just to clarify, we are currently experimenting with how to show content in the subs feed. We find that some viewers are able to more easily find the videos they want to watch when we order the subs feed in a personalized order versus always showing the most recent video first." Once this was made public, YouTube came under fire by a large portion of the YouTube community. Content creators and users alike joined up in arms on Twitter, punching holes in YouTube for not allowing them to see the content from all the channels they subscribe to. YouTube made a quick move to claim that if it was implemented, there would be an option to turn it off. In response to that, YouTube, who the fuck would want you to determine what I want to watch on YouTube? You guys keep pushing YouTubers like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and not my mate Paul, who's a heroin addict down the road. You keep fucking putting these fuckheads on your own platform, and sooner or later Pineapple Head is going to drag down your platform, and you're going to go under if you don't fix your shit. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to say to everybody who's watching this video, please subscribe and press the notification bell, because if this sub thing goes through, I'm not going to be getting a lot of views this week. In political news, a nightly television host by the name of Samantha Bee has called the daughter of the current US President, Ivanka Trump, a freckless cunt on air. As an article from the Sydney Morning Herald outlines, she thought it would be funny to say on air, and as a result, she has received massive backlash for her comment by both Democrats and Republicans, both male and female. This is also not the first time she has been in the news for controversy. In 2017, she made some incendiary comments towards the current White House administration, as well as some off-color comments about abortion. In the midst of all the backlash, she then tried to blow off the criticism by claiming that only men were really angry at her comments, stating, "A lot of people were offended and angry that I used an effort? Why the fuck are you trying to be fancy here? To describe the president's daughter and advisor last week. I crossed a line and I do apologize for that. The problem is that many women have heard the word in the worst moments of their lives. A lot of women don't want that word reclaimed. They want it gone. I don't blame them. I don't want to inflict more pain on them. Many men were also offended by my use of the word. I do not care about that. I never intended to hurt anyone except maybe Ted Cruz." Now, clearly this isn't the case, Samantha. You clearly meant to hurt people, and you clearly meant to use the word. But you know what? You want to know what I think? I think you were just using this as controversy to get more people to watch your show. The facts don't lie. Your viewership has been struggling with advertisers pulling out, and your viewership has dropped by 27% over a year. What a cunt. And yes, if you're watching this, Samantha, I bet this is triggering you, but I don't care. I can beat up your nan. Now time for some NBN news, because everyone totally loves that shit. Recently, the boss of Australia's NBN network, the guy who is resigning next year, made some comments regarding congestion of the internet. Also, ABC, seriously, who the fuck uses a Wii anymore? Give it the times, you old farts. Bill Morrow stated that he is considering slowing down the internet at peak times in order to fix congestion problems. He claimed that gamers are the ones to blame in this dickhead statement. While people are gaming, it's a high bandwidth requirement that is a steady streaming process, Mr. Morrow told the committee. This is where you can do things, where you can traffic shape, where you say, no, we can only offer you a service when you are not impacting somebody else. After backing down on the comments, Bill accused anyone of questioning him of putting words into his mouth, when he was the one who really blamed gamers. In a question session with ministers, the NBN was also accused of not being properly prepared for the growth in internet usage. But seriously, gamers aren't the only ones who stream and do that kind of shit. You sad excuse for a mentally handicapped bag of rocks. There's people who stream Netflix and YouTube and other shit. Fight me if you disagree with me, bitch boy. And now for the first time with gaming news. Steam tried to ban wank pheasant games. Seriously, Davo, you write the script for this shit and you put in things I can't even fucking pronounce the first time. Jesus Christ, this is a one-take program. We only ever record in one take. In a recent announcement by Steam themselves, they announced they were forcing developers to change their content in accordance with new guidelines, or be removed from the Steam store. This caused mass outrage within the sexual sect of the Steam community, and caused some developers to jump the platform entirely. This decision was rectified, however, rectified, when Valve made the decision to welcome back these games and reverse their new guidelines. All of the guys who enjoy wanking off to Sakura games can now rejoice in letting all their friends see the fact that people play this shit. Anyway, they're playing said games and then be insulted by their said friends, which are clearly imaginary friends. And once again in gaming news, gaming addiction is now considered a mental disorder. In an article published by the SBS, the greatest news source of all time, clearly, the writer explains that not being able to be torn away from your gaming platform of choice is now a mental disorder. Please kill me now. This has to be a massive joke Oh, wait, no, apparently we've got fucking more. Oh, fuck me. Anyways, guys, that's it for this edition of This Week in the News for July. Sorry for the lack of uploads. We're getting that fixed ASAP, as well as rebooting some old series that are ready to return. Make sure you keep an eye on the channel, because there'll be multiple videos released over the next few weeks. And I'll see you guys next video. Alright, Davo, alright, we've got to get this sorted out, alright? We can't have these shitty news sources over in my news program, okay? They're really shit news sources.
Oh yeah? Well guess what? Maybe you can try finding some fucking news sources. And you know what else you can do? You can go and make fucking videos, alright? Because I've been making videos constantly.